Hi guys, it's Jayden and today we're doing a reacting to scary stories. So in this video we are going to be going into her parents' room and her mom's gonna say stuff or say the stories and we're gonna react to them. Her mom does not want to be in the video, so all you can hear is her voice. That's it. So we're gonna be sitting up in her room right now, and then we are going to listen to the stories and react to them. You guys will see our reactions, and then that'll be the end of the video. Anyways, oh my god, on to the video.
Now we're gonna start the video.
Are you gonna eat in the video?
You never know.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's called This New Old House. Bought an old house, my boyfriend and I. He's in charge of the new construction, converting the kitchen into the master bedroom, for instance, while I'm on wallpaper removal duty. The previous owner papered every wall and ceiling in this house. And removing it is brutal, but oddly satisfying. Like when you go and you pick a sunburn and you try to peel off the largest chunks of skin you can. I've turned it into a game where I try to rip off the longest, biggest pieces of wallpaper at a time. Under a corner section of paper in every room is a person's name and a date. So curiosity got the best of me one night, and I Googled one of the names and discovered that the person was actually a missing person. The missing date matched the date under the wallpaper. The next day I made a list of all the names and dates, and sure enough, they were all names of missing people and the dates matched. So we notified the police, who naturally sent out a crime scene team. I overheard one of the techs say, "Yep, it's human." Human? What's human? Ma'am, where is the material you removed from the walls already? Because this isn't wallpaper you've been removing. It's human skin.
Oh my god! That's not. Is it real?
It's real.
I mean, I guess I can see it because it was hard to take off and it's satisfying to peel, like skin.
The next one is, I hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away. Hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away. My parents constantly try to explain to me how sick he is, and that I'm lucky for having a brain where all the chemicals flow properly to their destinations like undammed rivers. When I complain about how bored I am without a little brother to play with, they try to make me feel bad by pointing out that his boredom is likely worse than mine, considering he's confined to a dark room in an institution. I always beg for them to give him one last chance. Of course they did this at first. Charlie has been back home several times, each time shorter, and every time without fail, it all starts again. The neighborhood cat's eyes are gouged out, showing up in his toy chest. My dad's razors found dropped on the baby slide in the park across the street. Mom's vitamins replaced by dishwasher tablets. My parents are hesitant now, using last chances sparingly. They say his disorder makes him charming, makes him easy to fake normalcy, and to trick the doctors who care for him into thinking he's ready for rehabilitation. That I will just have to put up with my boredom if it means staying safe from him. I hate it when Charlie has to go away. It makes me have to pretend to be good until he gets back.
Charlie's a ghost. I swear. Everything you said, you said something about a river and going away, and I was like, this kid died from a river and he's a ghost now. And he's just, or there was a devil that just made him, I don't know. That was crazy.
Okay, the next one's called Guardians. He awoke to the huge insect-like creatures looming over his bed and screamed his lungs out. He hastily left the room, and he stayed up all night, shaking and wondering if it had been a dream. The next morning, there was a tap on the door. Gathering his courage, he opened to see one of them gently placed on a plate filled with fried breakfast on the floor, then retreat to safe distance. Bewildered, he accepted the gift. The creatures chittered excitedly. This happened every day for weeks. At first, he was worried they were fattening him up, but after a particularly greasy breakfast left him clunking his chest from heartburn, they were replaced with fresh fruit. As well as cooking, they poured hot, steamy baths for him and even tucked him in when he went to bed. It was bizarre. One night he awoke to gunshots and screaming. He raced downstairs to find a decapitated burglar being devoured by the insects. He was sickened, but disposed of the remains as best he could. He knew they had been protecting him. One morning, the creatures wouldn't let him leave his room. He lay down confused but trusting as they ushered him back to bed. Whatever their motives, they weren't going to hurt him. Hours later, a burning pain spread throughout his body. Felt like his stomach was filled with razor wire. The insects chittered as he spasmed and moaned. It was only when he felt a terrible squirming feeling beneath his skin that he realized the insects hadn't been protecting him. They had been protecting their young growing under his skin.
Where's his parents? At first, when you started reading it, I was like, oh, okay, like, I was like, oh, okay, like, he's describing his parents as insects, and they're just fattening him because they're his parents. But no, the insects were feeding his babies that are inside of him.
Okay, this one's called Seeing Red, the first day of school. Everyone loves the first day of school, right?
No.
New year, new classes, new friends. It's a day full of potential and hope, before all the dreary depressions of reality show up and ruin all the fun. I like the first day of school for a different reason, though. You see, I have a sort of power. When I look at people, I can sense a sort of aura around them, a colored outline based on how long the person has to live. Most everyone I meet around my age is surrounded by a solid green hue, which means they have plenty of time left. A fair amount of them have a yellow-orangish tinge to their auras, which tends to mean a car crash or some other tragedy. Anything that takes people before their time, as they say. The real fun is when the auras venture into the red end of the spectrum, though. Every now and again, I'll see someone who's basically a walking stoplight. Those are the ones who get murdered or killed themselves. It's such a rush to see them and know their time is numbered. With that in mind, I always get to class very early so I can scout out the classmates' fates. The first kid who walked in was basically radiating red. I chuckled to myself, too damn bad, bro, you're about to die. But as people kept walking in, they all had the same intense glow. I finally caught a glimpse of my rose-tinted reflection in the window, but I was too stunned to move. Our professor stepped in and locked the door, and his aura a sickening shade of green.
The teacher's gonna kill them all. Oh, I was like, right when like you said that all of them came in with like red, I was like, there's gonna be a school shooter. There's
The teacher. Okay, this one's called My Daughter Learned to Count. My daughter woke me around 11:50 last night. My wife and I had picked her up from her friend Sally's birthday party, brought her home, and put her to bed. My wife went into the bedroom to read while I fell asleep watching the Braves game. "Daddy," she whispered, tugging my shirt sleeve, "guess how old I'm going to be next month?" "I don't know, Beauty," I said as I slipped on my glasses. "How old?" And she smiled and held up 4 fingers. "It is 7:30 now. My wife and I have been up with her for almost 8 hours. She still refuses to tell us where she got them."
Wait, where she got what?
4 fingers.
Wait, what?
Maybe it was just someone else's fingers.
The little kid's a murderer?
Maybe.
You never know, Jayden.
It's the happiest day of my life. I watched as my soon-to-be father-in-law held his daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle. Tears streamed down his face as the wedding march that played in the background reminded him that in a few minutes he would be watching me hold his daughter's hand and slipping on her ring. He walked up to the altar and took hold of her hand, grinning from ear to ear. It was the happiest day of my life. My bride's father got down on his knees and started begging, "Please, I did what you asked. Just give me back my daughter." I glared at him. "Shut up. Stop ruining the moment. If you sit back down and enjoy the ceremony, maybe I'll tell you where I've hidden the rest of her body."
Oh, whoa! Oh my god! I can't even believe what just happened! I really thought that was gonna be a really happy ending. Even though all these stories are supposed to be scary.
Little Emily vanished last year. Now they're pouring new sidewalks in my neighborhood, and I found her name in the wet cement, written in remembrance. But it was written in reverse and from below.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean that the person is looking up at the bottom of the cement from being buried under the ground. Last night, a friend rushed me out of the house to catch the opening act at a local bar's music night. After a few drinks, I realized my phone wasn't in my pocket. I checked the table we were sitting at, the bar, the bathrooms, and after no luck, I used my friend's phone to call mine. After 2 rings, someone answered, gave a low, raspy giggle, and hung up. They didn't answer again. I eventually gave it up as a lost cause and headed home. I found my phone laying on my nightstand where I had left it.
Boo.
Did you just say boo?
I said that's a ghost and she goes boo.
So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe and turn your post notifications on. And share this to your cow.
Show this to your ghost and your pumpkin and your skeleton. Anyways, we hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next Spooktober event videos. And we'll hope to see you guys next time. Bye. This is Jayden and
My dad. Can I have a sip of your water?
Really?
you just plug a pepperoni.
One night.
Is that you? Yes. Okay, turn that on.
You just kicked my boob.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I do it.
I was giving it to you.
Oh.
Ow, what? She just threw a freaking lighter at me.